Down syndrome was first described as a unique disorder in 1866 by British physician John Langdon Down, and since then more research has been carried out to understand the phenomenon and best ways of care for people living with the condition. Presently in Nigeria, there is no reliable data on the number of people living with Down syndrome, but Down syndrome is believed to occur in approximately 1 in 800 live births. Several foundations and places of care have been established to help people with the condition thrive and provide needed support for their families. One such organization is the Down Syndrome Foundation of Nigeria, and we have the executive secretary here in the studio, Amaka Awogu, to talk to us about Down syndrome, the significance of the global commemoration, and steps being taken by our organization to improve the living standards of Down syndrome warriors. That's how they are called. Down syndrome warriors. Amaka, it's good to have you in the studio.
Thank you, Mike.
Welcome. The number one striking thing is the glove. Do you call it the gloves or the socks?
Socks.
Oh, it's
called lots of socks.
Nice. So, what is that about?
Yeah, today's World Down Syndrome Day, and we're trying to do things that will create awareness.
Okay.
And it's like advocacy in another way of doing it. So like you see me now, you'll be wondering, what's she doing with socks?
When you were, I was like, okay.
What's she doing with the socks?
Is she having the gloves so I will shake her hands? Or is that what the thing is about?
No,
and then you had to tell me what the thing was.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the
it's just to create that attention.
Awareness, to create awareness.
So everyone today is expected to, wear that.
If you come to the program
today. Maybe I have to remove one of my socks.
I think I have to give you one. That's
nice. All right. Now, it's good to have you join us this morning. Let's talk about this issue of Down syndrome. It's been on for so many years. People are getting better understanding, but every year we create awareness, we commemorate the day. How aware people when it comes to the issue of care and how to approach the issues of Down syndrome?
It's better now. There's awareness, but there's still this understanding people don't have. Like you see, every year we have like we come up with a theme every year, and like this year's theme is inclusion means. The idea is to make people understand, and inclusion, you could put it in 5 ways. You're talking about inclusion mean employment, it means education, it means health.
So that place is blank. You can fill it with different things.
Yeah, they have 5 things trying to say you can like self-advocate and the employment. So the goal of this whole thing is trying to make there's an awareness, but acceptance is on a different level. You understand? So we're trying to make people know, look, yes, you can include them in every aspect of life. They can do things if you give them the opportunity. So that's more like what this year team is all about. There's awareness. People are beginning to understand, okay, yes, Down syndrome, but people don't really understand there's need for early intervention. There's need to create an environment where they have equal background to education. Like, they can't do normal thing if you give them. They just need that extra support because of their unique nature. You understand? So we're trying to say, give them the opportunity. They can do anything they want to do. People are aware, they know, but there's still struggle. There's still challenges. Like we have issues where most of them they've gained skill, but they're not employed. So we're trying to see, give them the room to be employed. Let them get into employment spaces. Do what you, me, everybody do. So that's it. We're talking about equality.
All right. Your organization, Down Syndrome Foundation of Nigeria, share with us some of the things that you're doing, not just today, because you are dedicated to this and you do this on a daily basis. And, today could be the climax, but then it doesn't end today. It goes on because we've been following your activity for the past several years. Share with us what you do.
One of the major focus what we do, let me say, we can get them to different aspects. We have what we call like the education. We try to provide that special need where they can have education like me and you. So it's just like a special, more extra you need to add to it. We have like the health issue where you have like civil life project where most of them, one challenge they always have like medical condition. So some of them, we have where civil life where they go to India for surgery. Not only that, we have like now a lot of them, they've taken their COVID vaccine, full dose. You understand? They take the normal vaccine and everything. So we give them that leverage where they can have access to health, education, even as with the skills, there's skill acquisition there. They have like bakery, you have some of them that know how to bake bread. In fact, you have staffs there, them working there as staff.
Amazing.
So there's like employment ground for them. So it's like, it's a place where we're trying to integrate them into the society to live a normal life.
Now, parents who just discovered that their child has Down syndrome, they could, some of them, from what we read at first, could live in denial, still praying to God that this is not true, and and all of that. But talk to us about that early stage from your experience and your engagement with a lot of parents in that regard.
Yeah, a lot of them have challenges because if you come to the center, you see some kids, the attribute you get from them is like they've not really been exposed, they've not get that self-help skills. You understand, there's challenges. But sometimes I don't just blame the parents because they don't even know what to do. You understand? I could say yes. There's that level of awareness is a bit up because doctor can tell you this now. Before you struggle to this acceptance, but to a good level, I could tell you there's an acceptance now. But even how to handle the kids, how to help them, support them, even the therapy they have to go through, a lot of them don't know about it. So I wouldn't give like, okay, yeah. But the parents are not very supportive. Some of them, the problem is that they don't know what to do. They don't even know the role, how to come in here, how these kind of special things you have to do with these kids. Like they have like therapy, you have to help them with rotation of the neck, their limbs and all those stuff. So they don't really understand those things. But they are beginning to, I think to an extent, we're beginning to have leverage because that early intervention is very important.
So what are parents supposed to have at the back of their minds, and how are they supposed to get into this whole thing?
When you have a child that has Down syndrome, please go seek for help.
Right.
Not only talking to the doctors, you need to go to where you can find their supports, like Down syndrome funding. We're there to help parents. We have get resource materials, know how to support the kids, but it's very important to know if you want to try to do anything, early intervention is very, very key. It's key, it's essentially crucial.
What are some of the challenges that you face at the course of trying to help these people?
One of the challenges I will tell you, it's not cheap dealing with these children. These unique persons. Then another thing we're looking at here is that the parents, they don't know what to do. And even when you're trying to help them, the support, it's another challenge we face too. You understand? Then like now, we have a lot of them gainfully skilled, as in they have skills, they can do things, but they're not gainfully employed. So we're challenging we're facing, even the ones that have been able to have some means of intervention and support for them, they've acquired skill, that independency, we don't have an environment, a leverage for them. There are laws, but the problem is how many people employ people with Down syndrome. You understand? We have a lot of them they can even make hair. They can make catwalk. Even that's why one told me, they're like, yeah, I'm telling you, she told me.
Really?
Yeah, I was talking to her something like a week ago, and she was like, I want to model and I want to make money and I want to be paid good money.
Wow.
So she knows that, look, I can be paid good money. They have bank accounts, so they know these things. So it's a question of let's give them more enabling environment to include them properly into society.
It's really interesting to know that they have the willingness to do all of these things. They have the idea of what all of that is. Now, let's talk about the society where we're talking about acceptance. There are so many businesses out there, like you said, that can give some roles to these people. But yet, you don't have the kind of acceptance. What should really change, and how should that change, really?
Personally, if you ask me, my personal opinion is that we should make sure every company has at least one person with Down syndrome. Make provision for employment for them. Reach out to us, I will give you. We will check what you do, we'll tell you who is capable and who can survive with your system. But another thing we could do to society, they've done laws, but implementation is another aspect too as well. So what I believe is that it has to be intentional. If we want to support them, if we want to employ them, the company owner, we have some companies now. We have some companies that we have some of them online to be employed, even be trained too as well. So the question is, we have to be intentional about supporting these people with Down syndrome. So we have to be intentional.
On a day like this, World Syndrome Day, how best do we commemorate a day like this? Apart from wearing the socks that you're wearing.
Please come to our event. We're having an event today at the Unique Center.
Okay.
What we're going to show, like, there's going to be a bit of exhibition of what the kids do, their acquisition and stuff like that. So come there and have us and put us back on telly and let people see they are doing this.
Wow. So so they'll be involved in different activities?
Yes, and we're going to have some pre-recorded ones that we want to show, even them making the bread, making the hair, doing stuff like that. Sewing too as well.
Amazing.
Yeah, so we want to showcase what they can do. They have product. They have like a catering sector where they make chin-chin, yummy chin-chin, things, a lot of things.
Wow.
You come and see them today.
That's good. So the point there is when you have trained, they have gotten skills from your training, and they're waiting for an employment that is not coming yet. What is the challenge, or how the possibility of building a cooperative of those of them who are skilled either in hair making or in bread making or chin-chin making, or confectionaries generally, and maybe catering, whatever the thing is. Talk to us about the need to build that kind of a cooperative, while they wait for any job that will come.
Yeah, there's a bakery there at Down Syndrome Foundation. We have a bakery. We have the salon there where they make hair. So they are even there already working and doing the makeup stuff. So the idea of, it's okay, we want to build a cooperative. They have somewhere they are doing things now, but we want them to go outside because that integration, it's key.
It helps.
It's essential because that's the way they can we could say, yes, there's this inclusive thing going on. So we can establish that. So the cooperative of now, we have them, they are working there at the center. They have bakery where they do these things. They have the salon. And I think we have, two of them, they're going to open a salon. Wow. Very soon, to have two of them. But we still
within the center or outside the center?
Yeah, we're trying to do outside the center, if we could get outside the center. But another thing, you need to know how many people want to patronize them. That's another thing.
Okay, that's the other side of it.
That's another side of it. So that's what I'm saying, that anything we want to do with them, it has to be intentional. You understand? Because salon, we're trying to get it outside the place. But if not, they have where they're doing it for now. But they have things ready.
Now, on the other hand, if they are opening, or one of them is opening a salon, the point there is, how about having other people also join in, so that it's not just her alone, or persons with Down syndrome alone?
Yeah, of course, they'll be managed. They'll be managed. We can't have them just running the place. They will be supervised and managed. And of course, we have they've been integrated. Even the salon there, it's not just people with Down syndrome. There you have other people regular, there too as well. So they've been integrated. Even on the bakery too, you still have regular people, not just them. You understand? So we try to make sure, even if you go to Down Syndrome Foundation, any aspect you get vocational activities, you have people there working with them.
Okay. So at the foundation, what kind of support are you getting from either government or other NGOs or organizations and all of that?
We have like today's Down Syndrome, World Down Syndrome Day. We're having it with DSI, which is Down Syndrome International. So they've tried to really, since they have the team, inclusion means they've tried to make sure they follow those teams and try to work with them as in rules of employment. They've tried to see, okay, let's see if we can make money, get money, sponsor them, train them how to go outside, because they have what they call self-advocates. Those ones are the people that can speak for themselves. They have their voter's card and they have their bank account too as well. So what we try to do is create an avenue for them to be able to, it's like a leverage for inclusion. So they can be included into the society and not excluded. So they're trying to see as much they can support, train them already. Now the time for them to go out. If it means we have to sponsor a bit for them and fund them a bit for them to go out, because these things are all funds, you understand? So they come in there. So we have like Down syndrome, we have other international bodies we're working with. We try to some of them pick like a student, and they pick one person and try to, let's empower, give them skill acquisition and take them out.
So. All right. Now, in all of this, we'll be glad to get to know what all of you are doing from time to time, so that we can, showcase what they, especially you talked about the issue of bread and chin-chin and all of that. We'd like to have a taste of that.
Delicious one.
Amazing.
Come today. Come to Unique Center. Come today in the event.
How long does it take for them to learn those things, though?
One thing is that's what we say, they are like special education process for them. They are slow learners, but they can do it. They are slow learners. It's just, you need to just factor, with them. You just factor and, they can do it. They're slow learning. Like in the ones that make model, that the one that said like she's going to be a model. I know sometimes I think about 3-4 years ago, no, maybe 5 years, she did modeling, she did her makeup. And I felt, oh, she's gone off that. But when she started the makeup class again, I could see, in fact, there was a video, she just took her time. She was telling me everything, one after the other. She said, no, not that yet. You do the eyebrow first. No, you do this first. You do foundation.
Wow,
and she was listening exactly the way they do that. So they can do it if giving them the opportunity.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. But one of the things we always ask people to come is that there is so much to be done there. So there's need for fund. There's need for fund. Like even Save a Life project, the one you do, you have to take them out for surgery. These things need to be funded. And sometimes when you come to look at most of the parents that come there, they are from people from disadvantaged, less privileged background and all the stuff like that. So there's really need a lot to be done. Health-wise, education-wise, a lot to be done.
Well, the point there is, when it comes to preventing Down syndrome, from the general knowledge and your engagement with people, what can be done, or is something people don't have, you don't have the wherewithal to prevent, having the situation?
To do with the gene. It's an extra chromosome. It's not something you can. It's just like normal chromosome. Everybody you have like 23. There's just one extra chromosome that makes the difference. And it's not something I can say you prevent.
Yeah.
It could happen.
It could just happen.
Yeah, it could just happen. So you can't prevent it. It's just happen. So that's what I always say. Like there's a saying that says one extra chromosome makes the difference. So that's why you see they're just unique and different. It's just because that extra chromosome, as against that 23, and they have 24. So that's just the difference.
All right. So this year you have one of the socks. Next year, are we going to have...
We're going to have the socks. We had it. The socks have been up for a while. It's been up. Big socks.
Oh, it looks so wonderful. Yeah, it looks so beautiful.
Yeah, crazy. And even you saw me like, what are you wearing? That's the idea. That's crazy.
Wonderful. Yeah. Because when you came in here, I was like, okay, that was the first thing I saw. Right. Okay, so what is the socks about? And it looks beautiful. It looks like a puppet.
Thank you.
That is fine. So going forward, talk to us basically what we need to... You used the word intentional earlier.
Yeah. Everybody needs to be intentional.
What can we all do to help at different times? There are people who don't know much about what Down syndrome is, but whatever help they can render goes a long way. What should people know about Down syndrome?
You're doing one wonderful thing now, having me here, and we're talking about Down syndrome. You're being intentional talking about it. So I pray it continues, and I want you to always come for our event, showcase us. Another thing people need to understand is that they are just different. If we give them the opportunity, they can do anything you want to do. And early intervention is key. Very important. Okay. Very, very important. Early intervention is very, very important. And please, they should come and visit us. There's lots to be done. When I'm telling you there's a lot to be done, we have like the education, they have the school there, and they have the vocational center. So come and have fun. These kids, it's just fun to be around them. So much fun. The way they even welcome you is something else, trust me. Amazing. The kind of hug you will get from them, you won't get it. It's priceless. You won't get from anywhere in the world. So the thing there is that people should get involved, be intentional about it. When you see people, they understand it's just one extra chromosome. Some people behave as if it's infectious or something. It's not like that. It's just one extra chromosome. And they need all the love and care, attention from you. They are sensitive. They see these things, they understand these things. So they need love and attention from us and support. All right. Financially, emotionally, otherwise.
All right. Thank you, Amaka Awogu, Executive Secretary, Down Syndrome Foundation of Nigeria.
Thank you. We really
appreciate what you do, and keep it going and keep up the fire, like I always say. We'll certainly pay you a visit sometime.
Please do.
I'd like to have a bite on that
chin-chin. I'll make sure you get one today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mike. Thank you so much for having us.